What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Sharpers Happy and TNN Travis Network. We back with another weekly wrap-up brought to you by Live Hip Hop Daily and Junkie Cartel. I got some news you can use. It has been an incredible week going from last week of Pooh Shiesty kidnapping Gucci Mane, holding him at gunpoint, and making Gucci Mane sign documents allowing Pooh Shiesty to be let out of his contract to now Gucci Mane putting a diss song out. That's right, Gucci Mane has responded in true Gucci Mane fashion, with a diss track. Now, some people are kind of iffy about it. Some people are saying, hey, is Gucci Mane snitching or is Gucci Mane playing a corporate game? It's interesting because even in the diss track, he mentions that, yeah, I signed the contract, but it was under duress. A lot of people are saying that those are outward statements saying that, hey, you did this to me, this happened to me, blah, 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 by the hands of Pooh Shiesty. Now, it would lead one to wonder, what's the difference between snitching and being a professional? We do know that at the time where Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane had their 1-2 step like Sierra, their little disagreement, it wasn't through anything to do with the streets. There was no guns involved. Well, there were guns involved, but it wasn't through the selling or the, transmission or, moving around of guns or whatever the word is, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. Words are hard. We're not going to worry about that. But it wasn't through gun selling, drugs dealing, or any kind of street conflict. This was a business deal that had gone super south. And when I say super south, I mean south to the point where now Pooh Shiesty as an artist is running down on Gucci Mane with the yop stick, trying to get out the contract. With that all being said, it leads to a lot of back and forth, and it kind of makes you wonder again, what is the boundary between keeping it gangster, like when Gucci Mane sat at Magic City at the verses against Jeezy and dissed his homie? Play that clip.
You know when you kill your homeboy, you left his son to be a bastard, won't even raise your own boy. Damn.
Broke the internet.
I tell you what.
Put that nigga ass in the dirt.
I tell you what.
Smoking on Pookie tonight.
I tell you what.
That happened. To now where Gucci Mane is, cooperating with authorities to get Pooh Shiesty, I guess, reprimanded by the law for this situation. With that all being said, it kind of transfers back into another situation that we saw a while ago with TEKASHI69, who is a proud, world-renowned known snitch who's pretty much will tell you on any given time that he's telling, had this to say about Gucci Mane.
Everything, nigga. I want everything, nigga. Take this shit out your fucking ears, nigga. Give me this shit, nigga. Oh, this your wedding ring, nigga? Let me get that shit. They pulled up on street shit, nigga!
Now, all I'm gonna say is when it comes to Pooh Shiesty, I'm sorry, not Pooh Shiesty, when it comes to TEKASHI69 and the situation with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, I would kind of venture to say that TEKASHI69 has been saying for a long time that all these dudes participate in the same type of activities that he participated in. It's just a matter of picking and choosing how the situations occur if you want to decide whether it's snitching or not. Myself personally, snitching is snitching, not snitching is not snitching, working with the police is working with the police, not working with the police is not working with the police. In the situation of Gucci Mane, who's upwards over like what, $100-something million? Who cares about the opinions of niggas who got to get up every day from 9 to 5 and punch a clock? Like, who gives a damn? Gucci Mane's ring is worth more than what a lot of people ever touch within their entire lifestyle. So Gucci Mane, you do what's best for you. You protect the bag, you protect the assets, and you do, what has to happen to keep 1017, the ICE label, the Gucci label, the whatever rebranded his label afloat, and you continue to do your thing. Jeff, let's go to the next one. Speaking of more flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny, we have my man, Offset. That's right, Offset. We're just going to start from the top. A Detroit casino said that Offset owes him $100,000 because Offset had a line of credit, and through that line of credit, he lost some gambling games, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and he had some back and forth with the casino about repaying that $100,000 credit. He ran off on him, and now he's being taken to court, and they want to take that $100,000 from Offset, which I'm sure is really not that much money to Offset, but I don't want to watch nobody's pockets, so I guess maybe if it is $100,000, he ain't got it to pay him. Maybe it is a lot of money to Offset. Either way it go, he owed the people $100,000. That leads to another situation where he owes Lil TJAY, I believe it was like $8,000 to $10,000. I could be wrong. Jeff, you'll figure. $10K. That's what we got Jeff for. Jeff gonna make it work. $10,000. It was at a Hollywood casino in Hollywood, Florida. They had a back and forth. Words were exchanged. They popped Offset. Now, I ain't saying Lil TJAY shot Offset. I ain't saying Lil TJAY didn't shoot Offset. I ain't saying Lil TJAY's homie shot Offset. I ain't saying Lil TJAY's homies didn't shoot Offset. All I'm saying is Offset owed Lil TJAY $10,000, and Lil TJAY bumped into Offset after Offset told that nigga to get it in blood, and Offset left bleeding. That's what happened. He was told to get it in blood. He seen him, and he left bleeding. So we're going to send our prayers to Offset, who even after what it was like 1 or 2 days ago when this happened, he is now riding around in a scooter in a little rascal back in the casino. So what has Offset learned from this? Absolutely nothing. And in a situation that has nothing to do with the story, but everything to do with the story, you take it back a few years ago to when Offset allegedly got into it with 42 Doug, the little baby's homies, and they said that Offset had tricked Dice, and he may or may not have got packed out because he was flu flamming and skull Doug in an arsenal with that situation. So it's kind of looking like Offset might want to take a Gamblers Anonymous course because something about you and them Dice just don't quite add up, big dog. And this time it cost you a shot. They said that they shot you in your bronchus. So get well, Offset. Get well, Offset. Shout out to Cardi B. Let's get into the next story. Speaking of somebody else getting shot, you got NBA YoungBoy affiliate Ben 10 popped in Houston, and they saying that Jay Prince Jr. was around and was on the scene. Now, Jay Prince Jr. is kind of like this looming figure that kind of just, creeps around the streets of Houston, Texas. And it seems like anytime something goes around, Jay Prince Jr. is, lurking in the mix. Now, I'm not 100% sure what led to this debacle, what led to this scuffle, but what we do know is as Ben 10 is being a part of the NBA YoungBoy camp, they do inherit a lot of beef, they do inherit a lot of issues, they do inherit a lot of friction between rival cliques, rival crews, so forth and so on. So one can only imagine what led to Ben 10 being shot outside a club in Houston, Texas. I'm sure one of you keyboard warriors in the comments will let me know and be like, oh my God, how could you not know why Ben 10 got shot? Because I'm not sitting here walking around following the day-to-day life of 14-year-old looking kid who's probably like maybe 21, 22 at the oldest, who just probably keeps getting shot. Not my business. But we're going to send our love and our support to Ben 10. We want to see him get well. And if you have learned nothing from the situation, Ben 10, understand that you are not bulletproof, big dog. So whatever you are doing that led you to the situation where you have gotten shot, stop doing that, big dog, so you can make it to your 40th birthday. That's all I'm saying. It's cool to grow old. It's cool to grow old. Jeff, what else we got? Now, question. You're at work one day. Maybe it's called a Chick-FIL-A. But you're at work one day and you're cleaning the bathroom and you find a bag and it's $10,000. You are a Chick-FIL-A employee. So low down the company ladder where you are cleaning the toilet, you find $10,000. What do you do? This young man decided to turn it in, and as a generous, absolutely generous reward, the owner of that $10,000 gave him a whopping $500. Now, I'm not saying that you should get something for doing the right thing because blah, 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 of the kindness of your heart. You should do it the right thing, even when nobody's looking. It's called integrity. If I find $10,000 and I'm a Chick-FIL-A employee cleaning the bathroom, nobody will know I found that $10,000. I will continue to go through my entire shift. I'll clean the bathroom. I'm going to stuff that 10 bands, and I'm going to continue to work my 1-2 step like Sierra. And they'll ask about that $10,000, and I'm not going to know nothing about what you're talking about. And I'm going to go a step further and say, man, I took the trash out. I don't know. Now you're looking in the trash for $10,000 that's long gone because I done stuffed that mother, and I'm about my business. Now, my man right here decided to do the right thing and turn it in. More love and more kudos to him. Definitely big salute. But if you would have did that in the comments, please let me know something because I feel like 9 out of 10 people watching this, especially working at Chick-FIL-A cleaning the toilet, would have kept that 10th out. But hey, each his own. Let's get into the last story. Now, they saying that Diddy is possibly finna be free in the city. Just saying, I don't make these stories up, man. Diddy is potentially on his way home after being caught off in the freak-off RICO. Diddy never really got charged with anything too crazy. Now, the things that he got away with that were just settled out of court with civil suits, they could have put criminal charges on those types of things, like when he field goal punted Cassie Ventura in that hotel, then we would be having an entirely different story. But what they charged him with was pretty loose. It was pretty much just like, we're going to make an example out of him, but it didn't really hold too much weight. So now there are talks in the works that Diddy is potentially on his way home. They're saying that his lawyers is finding little loopholes, finding little legal ramifications, little legal holes and little legal deals that will continue to show that since he's a non-violent offender, he did a lot of things that were morally wrong, but by the statute of the law and the Constitution, it seems kind of like more a war against him and the media. So again, if he would have been charged with the actual assaults, then we'll be talking about something different. But charging somebody for flying out somebody who is consensually having a freaky fantasy with Diddy, not really the strongest thing to base a whole RICO off of, and it's really falling apart now that the kangaroo court is pretty much adjourned. But do you guys want to see Diddy on the streets is the question everybody wants to know. Do you guys want to see Diddy free? Do you feel like it's too light of a sentence? Do you feel like it's too heavy of a sentence? Let me know what you think in the comments. But that all being said, man, I'm Rich Trapper and I'm signing out. TNN Trap News Network. This has been another weekly wrap-up brought to you by Live Hip Hop Daily and Junkie Cartel. We up out here to the next one. We are gone.